green.
You're right, like hot.
Yeah, we love those, but wouldn't it be nice to have shade flowers that were big and colorful and they really love the shade? Well, we've got them for you. These are the jumbo begonias from Roberta's, the ones that you guys love and wait for every year.
Every year.
With a huge value because they come with a $19 bottle of Roberta's fertilizer included.
Yeah, it makes 500 quarts.
Yeah.
This is the only item, Carolyn, that we include the full-size bottle.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
I know a lot of our customers will order this, stock up on the food, and the bulbs, if you deduct that $19.50 out, come to $1.92 a piece.
Yeah, so it's like
great?
less than $2 a piece for the bulbs if you subtract the fertilizer price.
You're right.
So, and these are very special. We've sold over 135,000 collections of these on QVC.
Wow.
And again, 2 payments of $17.43 is available if you'd like the easy pay. So these are not, again, just like Roberta's never brings us anything typical or anything that you typically would find locally.
Right.
So these are extra special.
They are. You know, there's a family in Northern California that has been breeding begonias, Carolyn, for 80 years for color, size, and bloom count. This is the typical Dutch begonia that they started out with. Look at those itty bitty little 1-inch flowers.
And that's what you might be able to find locally, something like that.
At your grocery store, your big box stores. But this is what 80 years of breeding has done. These are giant powder puffs of color that you can plant with no back-breaking work that grow and bloom for you all summer long. Year after year, season after season, in the shade.
In the shade, you get these big pom-poms of color. They're like 5 to 7 inches big, these blooms. The other thing that's great about these begonias, and you know, you can read our customer reviews online, the stems are sturdy. So they're not constantly drooping over or snapping off. Like most begonias are so fragile.
They're a little fragile, you're right.
These are really sturdy. So again, after 80 years, they figured out how to do these amazing begonias for the biggest, brightest blooms.
And look at the bright colors that you're going to get outdoors in part light or full shade. I love these under your trees, in between the areas of your house that are shady that you could never get color. Look at that beautiful pink.
Wow.
You're going to get all the colors. We brought the whole field to you here
candy.
at QVC.
Looks
That's
great.
just like cotton candy. And that one sort of reminds me of the dreamsicles.
Yes.
Yes,
I
in the
love it,
summertime.
with that picotee white edge. So
Picotee
pretty.
white, yeah. And there you go, under in a window box, under that large eaves.
Pretty.
So it keeps them shaded. And look at that color.
I love
That's
it.
in the Bavarian Black Forest region of Germany.
Is that right?
They grow everywhere, yeah.
So charming.
Yeah, so these are making it all the way to Europe. They're so popular, but born and bred in the United States.
That one's pretty too.
Isn't that pretty? The soft pink with the darker picotee edge. And here's the fields. So we collected all of these bulbs from the field. We only bring them to QVC. We don't have enough to take to any of our flower shows. You got to get them here. And we paired it up with the full-size bottle of our Hawaiian Flower Magic 918-9.
So
and this
that's
is what
a
you're
huge
getting.
value, you guys. You're getting basically for the price of either just the bulbs or pretty much just the fertilizer. You're getting all of it.
All of it.
The fertilizer itself sells for $19, and that means you're getting all these 8 fabulous bulbs for about less than $2 a piece.
You're right.
So it's an excellent value, and these are not your typical begonias. And for those of you who have asked all of us, the Roberta's team and myself, for more shade plants that are pretty, this is it. That's why they're so popular every year. They always sell out. A lot of you have shady areas where nothing grows very well. Most flowers need a lot of sun.
They do.
These don't. These just love the shade, and you get these giant, big, colorful blooms.
You know, finally, if you have a large shady garden, consider yourself lucky because you can grow these.
Yes.
Will you help me? I'd like to give people a tip.
Okay.
So, since you're getting the bottle of the Hawaiian Flower Magic 918, I'm going to give you a tip. It's like giving your plant a shot of espresso to wake them up and get them to bloom faster. Take a bowl of water and put a couple drops of your Hawaiian Flower Magic in there, and then soak your bulbs overnight, Carolyn.
Good tip.
So it gives them that shot that gets them to bloom even faster.
Fantastic.
Once you soak them, I promise you no back-breaking effort.
Excellent.
You take one of the bulbs and you plant it in a pot filled with fast-draining potting mix or garden soil.
Just push it in there.
Just put it in there. You really don't have to dig a hole. You just very lightly cover it with a half-inch of potting mix.
Easy
Folks,
peasy.
my mom loved to garden, but in the final years, she had poor knees. She couldn't get down on her hands and knees. Well, now you don't have to. You water that in, and folks,
Isn't that nice?
in about 80 to 90 days, this is what you're going to get. And
Right.
you're getting 8 of them.
In the shade.
In the shade.
So if you've got a shady deck, put these in a pot.
Yes.
If you've got a shady corner of your yard, put them there. If your side porch is shady, your front porch is shady.
Under your trees, like Mom did.
Under the trees, because all you got to do is dig a little
Yeah,
space.
the roots won't get in the way.
Between those big old roots, like
Yes.
if you've got those crazy birch trees like I do in the front yard, roots galore. It's like there's more roots than there are branches.
I know, huh?
And they're all popping out of the ground. You can't dig around them. There's a lot of trees that do that. These are perfect because now you've got the shade of the tree and a space to put them underneath.
Right. And again, I want to tell you, you get the full-size bottle of your Hawaiian Flower Magic 918.9. A lot of our customers buy this collection year after year, season after season, just to stock up on the plant food.
Yeah.
And then they grow these bulbs, $1.92 a piece in the shade. Look at all the beautiful
It's such
colors.
a nice value. And this is only one of 2, I think, items that you sell that comes with fertilizer. Is that right?
The only one with, this is the only one with a full-size bottle. The other one's like a starter
small
bottle,
one.
sample
Yes.
bottle. Yeah.
So this is really a nice set. We're busy on the lines. You're getting 8 of them, and you're getting, is it one of each color?
Well, we mix them.
Okay.
So it's a random assortment in that
Okay.
field. We put them all together, tumble them up. But look, so this is the typical Dutch begonia, Carolyn, with itty bitty little 1-inch flowers. You get at the grocery store. We all love them. But this is after 80 years of breeding.
Oh my gosh, that is just amazing.
Isn't that great?
Boy, if you have a fairy garden, those little fairies are going to love sitting under that giant patio umbrella.
Grow
that
these
big
with
begonia.
kids. And
I know.
my niece Stephanie, who's coming in shortly in a few weeks to help us here, I used to tell her that these were fairy plants.
I love
because it can be the first bulb that a child would grow, and they're going to bloom, and they love the color, and they're so huge. You know, I tell them it's the home for fairies.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
So again, pots in the shade, in the ground in the shade, around your trees. These love shade. Do
Yeah.
not put these in bright hot sun.
No.
If they've got a little dappling of morning sun,
Oh yeah,
that's
they'll take
okay.
partial. And you raise
But-
your bulbs at the end of the season. Bring your containers inside, put them in the garage,
Okay.
and
And,
put them out
when you
next
dig them
door.
up, they're going to be a lot bigger than
A
when you
lot
put them
bigger.
in.
You're right,
So you're going to
absolutely.
get even more and more flowers every year.
Yes.
So, Court, tell me again about when are these going to ship to me?
Okay, so find your area of the country there. For instance, if you're in Ohio, that's mostly all green. That